It is time. Welcome, everyone. We're so excited for today. I can't believe we're at the finals already.
Wow.
Here we are. We have gone through a full season of Farmcraft. We've had so much fun. We've learned new things. So let's start in the proper way, which is a quick round robin of introductions so you know who all is here. My name's Claire LeBeau. Somehow I'm in the center of the Brady Bunch
Look
thing.
at
So
you,
hello, starting in the middle, and then we'll fan out after all of that.
Looking up and down. All right.
Yeah, right. Claire LeBeau. I am with NASEF, the Network of Academic and Scholastic Esports Federations. We're so honored to partner with the people on this stream and the organizations that they represent to bring this incredible program to you all. So we're just going to run around and say hi real quick from everyone and get right into the content because I know you all want to see who won. So top left, Niles Cole, take it away.
Hi, I'm Niles Cole. I'm with the U.S. Department of State, Office of Agricultural Policy, and we have been bringing you Farmcraft for the last 4 years in partnership with NASEF. And I cannot believe that we have already finished the 4th season of Farmcraft. I'm going to pop over to Brad, and then Brad, you'll choose the next person.
Okay, Brad Scott. I am also with the State Department, and our office is the Office of American Spaces, where we have many different programs that you can take part in overseas, meaning not in the United States. Okay, next, let's go to Eric.
Okay, happy to be here. I am Eric Leitner. I am the education content producer for Clever Like Studios. We were responsible for the world and everything that you played in this season. And I'm also going to say that I cannot believe we're here, but I've said that on every single stream, but this time yes. I mean it. I totally mean it. And I am going to pass the mic over to Brian.
Hey everybody, Brian, Clever Like, president of Clever Like Studios. We create video games and we create education. We merge them together so that kids can have fun learning amazing new things. And so I'm going to hand it over to Carolyn.
Hello, everyone. I'm with NASEF, Operations Manager. Excited to be here and can't wait to announce the winners. And I'll pass it over.
Exactly. I just want to say, Eric, you said you guys are responsible for the world. I mean, wow, that's a lot.
The whole world.
The whole world. All the world is in the hands of
That's how we feel.
This,
you know,
this is why we want to teach farming, because like we're responsible for the whole world. Like,
yeah, we're pretty proud of it. Let's just say.
Awesome. All right. And Rob, we're so glad to have you here. So for those who are watching who are not familiar with the role of the State Department, they actually make all of this happen. It was a brainstorm several years ago where we said, how can we help kids around the world understand issues of food security and climate change and their role in the future? And the State Department has made Farmcraft happen for the last several years, and we really appreciate that. So Rob, if you want to go ahead and let us know a little bit about yourself, and then go ahead and jump right into your content.
Okay, thanks very much. Well, thanks for having me. Hello, everyone. My name is Rob Garberick. I'm the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State, working on trade policy and negotiations. And part of that puzzle is our agriculture policy team. So I really wanted the opportunity to come in and speak to everyone today and say congratulations for this excellent event and for the awards ceremony today. So hello for everybody, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to say a few words up front. I just want to emphasize, you know, from the State Department, we do a lot of things here on foreign policy, but this program actually is very important to us because it relates to climate change, sustainability, food security, and economic prosperity. And we know that to address the challenges of climate and also consider the growing population around the world, that farmers will need to embrace new technologies like resilient seeds and emerging digital agricultural technologies. So these new technologies can help farmers grow more with less, and this can be for the benefit of global food security and the climate. So engaging with this program is very good. We hope that participants have developed an interest in the life sciences and using this intersection between science, technology, video games, and learning. And I understand there are over 12,000 participants from more than 60 countries. So this is a great opportunity really to spark ideas in the minds of our young people and to help them become the farmers, scientists, and leaders of tomorrow. Farmcraft 2024 has been the largest season yet, and we are really excited for this program to continue to grow. Just a few things here on agricultural outreach, and then also on right now, there are hundreds of millions of people that are food insecure. I think you're aware of that. And we need to take steps to help these people in need, while we also look ahead to enable food security for a projected 10 billion people on the planet by 2050. And we have to do this in the context of climate change and addressing these shifts. Today, many people are disconnected from agriculture, and although they want to be connected to food, they don't really understand how food goes from the field and onto their plates. Improving understanding of these challenges for farmers will raise awareness for everyone, and that's really the role that you're playing in this competition. So the central goal of Farmcraft 2024 has been to encourage participants to better understand how agricultural systems, how they function, and to begin thinking about the challenges that the industry will face in the future. I mentioned innovation, and this is really important, and I think it really goes to the heart of Farmcraft. So innovation is the key in agriculture as we adapt to a changing world and growing population. We know about insects and pests and droughts and extreme weather. They're just a few of the challenges that farmers face today. Farmcraft simulated these challenges and allowed the students to experiment with new technologies like drones, special seed varieties, and other things to overcome them. So we want to be creative this way and to find approaches to grow more food with the same amount of land and potentially less inputs. The students have wowed us through this Farmcraft in 2024. You've demonstrated ingenuity and creativity in balancing the desires to achieve maximum productivity. And through all of these, the experience that you've shared, the students have proven that there is no one way to approach farming in the real world. So with that, I hope that the students have enjoyed this season of Farmcraft and that they have a better understanding of how food gets to their tables, the challenges that farmers face, and that they are inspired to address them in all the future. So with that, congratulations to all the contestants, to the awards winners, and I'll turn it back over for the rest of the presentation.
Oh, muted.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your remarks. I think it's really true that Farmcraft has helped so many students understand how food gets to their table. We've had so many comments from kids on stream or as they are submitting their videos where they say, I didn't really know how this happened before. We had one girl who said her dad is actually a farmer. And even with her dad as a farmer in the field in the backyard, she learned more through playing Farmcraft than she knew before. So speaking of how much the students have learned, we have just a quick highlight reel with a compilation of a few different videos from students and different submissions throughout the season. So we're going to go ahead and play that now and let you check that out.
With this advantage, it may be possible to solve the shortage of successful folk crop operator in Japan. Growing vegetables in the city or leads to an improvement in the heat island effect.
This is a vertical farm with utilized space efficient. In urban farming, the biggest challenge is the land area. Vertical farms and aquaponics farms are very suitable for urban farming.
So this is the fish tank over here, and the fertilizer gets sucked along the pipe, goes to the farm where the plants are, and then the water returns to the fish tank.
For my autonomous build, I created the bamboo farm. So how this works is this track will repeatedly go around, and once the bamboo grows 3 blocks tall, the observers will cut it down and fall through the ground, and this hopper cart will catch it and bring it to the back here and drop into these 2 hoppers.
We got the faster, high yield and hardy crops and growth rate. That allowed us to grow them faster and get more, and then we expanded to more warehouses so we could automate them and get every crop as fast as we could.
Is surrounded by ocean on all sides and is occasionally by major disasters. We have seen many cases on the news of typhoons and logs that were about to be harvested or smooth being water and cannot be put on the market. So I came up with the idea of a permanent floating on the sea. If typhoon is hit that move to a safe and safe area. This way the crops formed submerged in water, allowing more crops to the consumer.
In this game, the only difference with regard to weather element is the raining or not. In real life, on the other hand, storms can come suddenly and the plants you are growing can become sick. I think this difference lowers the barrier for those who want to join the game and at the same time makes players realize that real farming is more difficult than the game.
Farmcraft has definitely given me more insight on agriculture and the many processes involved in agriculture. Like, agriculture isn't just farming, it's so much more. Aspects of agriculture can be found in science, buildings, manufacturing, and so much more. My biggest takeaway is that agriculture is incredibly important and is really the basis of human society.
我学到了种田其实是一件非常非常辛苦的。
I've learned that you can't rely on, you can't do everything by yourself. You need machines sometimes.
I love it.
That was awesome. You're not
Claire,
muted,
guess what
Claire.
I'm about to say, Claire. Guess what I'm about to say, Claire.
Am I seriously muted again? I cannot believe I did it twice in one. Oh my goodness.
You have to set
All right.
records. I mean, you might as well do it on the final stream, right?
I might as well do it on the final stream. All right. Well, definitely we're all human around here. I was saying I love, there was such a variety in the comments there. Some of them, you know, like farming is very hard work. Good job, Eric and Brian. You have taught the lesson that we wanted to teach here.
That empathy, right?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And the one, I think it was right in the middle where he said, we learned we have to automate so we can grow every crop and get it as fast as we can. I mean, good. That's exactly the lesson. It was perfect.
That's it. Yeah.
That is it. Yes. So we are about to announce some prize winners, which is very exciting. I'm so glad that I get to be the one that says what the prizes are, because I always love my 2 favorite words. It is free to play Farmcraft, and Minecraft education is free. I just have to slip that in, even though we're at the end of the season, free to join. And then on the other hand, you can win prizes too. So the folks that we're going to be announcing shortly, first place, I'm going to go the reverse order. The random draw winners will get a $50 Amazon gift card. $50. Third place, the team will get a $200 Amazon gift card. Second place, $250, and first place, $500 Amazon gift card, which is pretty amazing for doing your schoolwork, and you get a gift card in addition. Yeah. So we are excited about that. And also, if you are in a place where you do not have access to Amazon for your winnings, Carolyn is going to reach out to you and find out what the best place is. So we make sure that everybody who wins a prize can actually use the prize. That's very important. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the meat of this, the winners. So here we go. All right. And we have, as always, dun, 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 our awards stage. So go ahead and take it away. I think we're going to start by announcing the raffle winners. Niles, do you want to go ahead and share who those are?
Absolutely. And so to remind everybody, the raffle is anyone who played Farmcraft and completed all of the challenges within the required time was automatically entered into the raffle, because we realize this is a worldwide competition. This year we had more than 12,000 students compete, and it's a lot for even the best teams have very stiff competition to try and win one of the prizes. So we wanted to give everybody eligibility to win a prize regardless of whether they were competitive or were just playing to learn and have fun. So I'm going to just go down the list, and this is not in any particular order. What we did is we broke the prize raffle up by region so that we wouldn't have winners from all one country or all one region, but instead the raffle is spread around the world. So first we have from Mexico, we have Emark Lynx 1 and Emark Lynx 2 who won the raffle. So congratulations to our winners from Mexico. And then we had Team Staircase from South Carolina, the USA. We had Toppers from Uzbekistan. And then unfortunately, I won't be able to pronounce the winner from Taiwan, but it translates as a group of Central England from Taiwan. And then we have Team Red Ha from Taiwan as well. So again, congratulations to all of those raffle winners. And then I'm going to throw it over to Brad for for another region.
And I'll catch it. Well, I'm excited to finish this off. Wow. Okay, so from Zambia, Team CBU. From Nigeria, Dynamite. From Zambia again, Totally Skies. From Suriname, Farm Warriors. From Trinidad and Tobago, Queens Royal Alphas. And from Bolivia, Los Peques. Congratulations, everyone. And I'm going to turn this over to Eric. Woohoo! To announce the junior division winners.
All right, it's time to take the stage. And you know what? I do want to just give one more shout out to all those teams that were mentioned. To be eligible for the prizes that were just announced, those teams still had to do all of the work. So they submitted all of their video diaries. They made it onto the leaderboard.
Nice.
They participated throughout the season. So that's, phenomenal. We want to acknowledge that. They weren't just a name thrown in a hat. They had to do the work to get there. And they did the work.
Nice job.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes. Well done.
It's a lot of work.
All right. Well, if we want to take to the stage, it's time now to announce the actual leaderboard winners. And remember, to be eligible for these prizes, they did again have to complete all of the activities that were required as part of the Farmcraft program, and they had to submit those scores with the shortest times onto the leaderboard. There was some, other criteria, like these teams all had positive climate scores and things like that. So they paid attention to everything that they were doing in their world. And I think we're ready to start announcements. So I get the benefit of announcing all of our junior division winners. And I've got some switches back here to help us out with that today. So we're going to start with third place. And in third place, in the junior division, and again, I'll just do a reminder now, and then we'll know. Third place will win a $200 Amazon gift card, and our junior division third place winner is Polar Institute Team Elite Camp from Taiwan. All right, our second place junior division winner, who will take home a $250 gift card, eBlaze Earth. Good to see eBlaze on there again.
Yeah,
second place. Yeah, from Bangladesh. And then finally, and the big one, our first place winner in the junior division. And I'm gonna also say, and new to the competition. So what a spectacular first year.
Wow, it's impressive.
is Polar Institute Team PPE from Taiwan.
Wow.
Taking home first place and
Nice.
a $500 gift card. I'm gonna jump around on this stage a little bit, you know.
I know, that's so exciting. All right.
And I am going to pass the baton for the announcements of our senior winners.
Awesome. Thank you. Eric, I'm going to go ahead and
I will work the
read them
switches
off.
for
Will
you.
you work the switches? Thank you.
I got you.
I'm juggling over here a little bit. All right. So in third place, we have Polar Institute Panda from Taiwan. Congratulations.
Nice.
Woo. All right. In second place, the Polar Institute. They are all over the map. Polar Institute Penguin, also from Taiwan. Congratulations.
Woo!
Second place in the
My
senior
gosh.
division. That's fantastic.
Unbelievable.
All right. And in first place in the senior division from Bangladesh, it is eBlaze Water. Congratulations to eBlaze Water taking first place. Very exciting.
Defending champions, eBlaze, right?
I believe so.
Yes, eBlaze.
But seems like they're getting some stiff competition this year
Seriously,
from Taiwan.
somebody's
You know?
been really working.
Definitely. They have
That's
been working
unbelievable.
hard.
Yeah,
All
Nick
right.
Bravo.
Good. All right, Brian, you want to go ahead and announce the all ages
The
winners?
all
for
ages
us?
winners. Starting in third place, and Eric, I see you're on the working the switches.
I got
so
you. I got you.
appreciate you. Okay. Well, would you believe? Third place, Polar Institute Parents
killing
Team. All ages. This was open to everyone.
That's right.
So-
I'm questioning whether or not this was actually the parents of.
We want to know. Was
We
it the
wanna know
parents?
if
We
they're
want to
watching,
know.
if they could, if they're watching.
That
Let us know if that
collaboration.
was actually the parents. I could not love that more. Like,
Yeah. Amazing.
Exactly.
Okay, second place, squeezing in another eBlaze team, eBlaze Air from Bangladesh.
All right. Great job. Thank you,
Awesome.
guys. Woo.
First place. Anyone have any guesses? This time it is Polar Institute Bear Team from Taiwan.
Fantastic.
Nice job. Congratulations, everyone.
Good job,
These were some
everyone.
amazing scores.
Yeah, I gotta say, in previous years we did a beat the creators event.
At this time,
I
baby.
don't think we want to do one this year. We
No,
saw the scores.
no.
You all would just completely destroy us.
Absolutely.
I mean, we had times that came in at the highest level of each of the categories that were under 10 minutes. Just to give you an idea of just how seriously, just how much strategy was put into it. Like, it forced the team, even at Clever Like, to say, like, how did they do that? And we went back and changed our own strategies and said, oh, we have an idea of what we think we do. But absolutely incredible with some of the times that were coming in.
And the
work
margins
that was being done.
The margin of this 10-minute game, this process was down to seconds difference in time. So the efficiency of these teams and the work that they put in, amazing that they were able to have such a tight competition. They're figuring it out and really testing their collaboration and their plans and their execution. So all of it coming together into a really amazing competition.
And not just the seconds of gameplay in the world, but the seconds of submission times to the form, like getting those scores in, meaning they were working hard to beat their own scores and get their best times in, like as much as possible down to the wire.
Yeah.
And Eric, you mentioned when we were talking about the scores, the way in which the teams won was incredible teamwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about trying to game out how they might have gotten their scores without having hacked the game. And it comes down to every member of the team really doing exactly what was necessary at the right time to make sure that the team succeeded. So farming is a collaborative venture. Even the solo farmer who's out there in the fields is really relying on other people too, right? It has to have a market to sell the food to. It has to have people to consume the food, because a farmer does not work in isolation. Everything is team-based. And so congratulations to the teams that competed. Congratulations to the teams that won. And we're looking forward to more Farmcraft activities in the future. As a matter of fact, Claire, do you want to talk about what's coming up?
Absolutely. So we are so excited about this. We know you can't get enough of Farmcraft. We know it's true. And so sadly, Eric and Brian said, no way are we doing Beat the Creators this year, as you heard. They said, we know we get beaten. Actually, maybe we should have a little face-off of the parents team against Eric and Brian. That might be a fun one. But
I'd be scared because the parents team came in third. So it's still very strong.
Accurate. Excellent point. This summer, we are going to do some summer challenges in Farmcraft. It's not going to be quite as in-depth. We know that lots of you are going to be on vacation and yet still trying to find fun things to do all summer long. And Farmcraft is definitely high on that list. So we're going to have 2 different activities over the summer. One is a build challenge and another is a coding camp. So Eric and Brian, you want to describe what those are a bit?
Absolutely. Eric, you want to kick off the build challenges?
Yeah, absolutely. So, one of our favorite parts of the Farmcraft season is that preseason, when students really get to showcase their own ideas, their own creativity, their own thoughts, and put some of their learning into their Minecraft worlds directly. And put those on display. Like what I like to call it is they've taken what used to be in school for all of us on the stream, the shoebox diorama, and brought that into the digital 3D space of the 21st century. So, I love to see that. And we're going to have some build challenges surrounding that, and some of the things that we've spent a little time on over past years of Farmcraft, like marketplaces and bringing crops to market. All of that will be part of that challenge without going too deep into what exactly the challenge is. But, maybe start keeping your eyes open when you're at your local marketplaces and you're shopping for produce or crops or any of the products you're purchasing at the marketplace, because all of that is going to come into play for this particular build challenge.
It reminds me a bit of a preseason challenge that we did, I think, last year, where we said, build a market and show us how you got the products to market. So some of you who participated last year, you can dig back into the recesses of your brain and try to remember what you did. But I'm really excited to see there's different produce everywhere you go. I'm fortunate. I've lived in California for the last several years, and I know we have a really wide variety of produce in California, fresh produce. But at the same time, I go to another country and it's different. Some things are the same and some things are different. So it'll be fun to see what the local crops are that are represented.
I don't look at my supermarket the same anymore. I go in there and I'm picturing every single detail. They even have, I noticed they have little posters below the different food displays show the farm that some of the food came from in the local area, which is super cool to see that recognition. It's something that I hadn't really pieced together until I really started thinking more deeply about these food supply chains. So
and I'm finding myself when I drive by a farm, I've always been fascinated with the perfectly straight rows of crops, of trees. Now, I don't care which way you turn your head, there are these perfectly straight rows. But now I'm looking what's out in the field? What kind of harvester do they have? Do I see any drones flying overhead? It has been really fun to open my eyes and be more observant.
I'm not just seeing it on the road, I'm seeing it in movies, and I'm like, would it even make sense that all these crops are in perfect rows if they're just supposed to be in the middle of nowhere or they're not on farmland? And I'm like, wait a minute, they clearly just went to someone's farm and said, can we shoot this scene here? Because now I've got an eye that just won't stop for it. I know too much.
Right. So funny. So Brian, the other aspect that we have this summer is going to be a coding camp and building out a farming game. So you want to just take a second and describe that?
Absolutely. So the team at Clever Like's been super busy making all kinds of great learning resources. And one of the things we've created is a coding curriculum for Microsoft, for Minecraft, and that's coming out in the summer. And we're going to be using that to guide you through coding in Minecraft and challenging you to create your own arcade game based on a farming theme. And so we're going to walk you through and reveal to you all the lessons, the activities of our game code curriculum that's coming out this summer, and give you access to that learning, and also present a challenge to you where you have an empty arcade cabinet and you have to build your own farming game inside that cabinet.
And this is, again, an extension of the current season. So we're going to want to focus on the technology aspect. We're going to want to focus on how you can alter your plants for better traits to increase yields and harvest. And so both of these activities together are an opportunity for you to extend your learning and extend your fun. It will be a competition, but we're not going to be awarding prizes for this. This is for bragging rights, because we are going to be judging who creates the best facsimile of their market where they buy food, and how much attention do you pay to where the food comes from. And your video game, what elements do you incorporate? Can you make a world, from Minecraft world, in which the food process and the agricultural processes are engaging and fun? That's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to have clearly defined rules and regulations and rubric for everybody that we'll be using for judging.
Yeah, I'm really fascinated with the technology side. I know, Claire, you're off mute now. Congratulations.
Wow. Throws me under the bus and backs home.
Brian, could you talk a little bit about what languages they'll be programming in and what they would learn?
Absolutely. So it is an introductory coding activity using Minecraft Make Code. And so the cool thing about Make Code is a drag and drop programming language. So it's very visual, and you can see your code in blocks, and you can organize them in blocks and play them. So it's basically there. You've heard of maybe Scratch or other block-based coding languages, but this one is all customized to Minecraft. So you can tell the agent to grab a block and to place a block and to break a block and to test to see what block's in front of them, and all those things. And so we'll be teaching you some foundational concepts of programming, like if statements and loops and variables and arrays and things like that. So there's a lot of really great coding concepts you're going to learn in a fun visual programming language in Minecraft. I mean, how cool is that?
One of the things I love about, and I'm excited about in that program is, and we've talked about this in years past, is, we talk about farming careers, and I'm all for it. That's why we do this program, is for students to realize, just how deep farming is in terms of career pathways, in terms of need, in terms of what goes into farming in general. And again, that learning of farming is hard. But Brian and I have had the conversations about how fortunate we are in terms of, like, this is our career. We're educating people on farming, but we're playing Minecraft all day long. And so this coding opportunity shows us, like, who's going to be doing our job? Like, the farmers are seeing who might be doing their job in the future. Who's going to be doing our job in the future?
Are you going to be doing some scouting?
Yeah, right.
Exactly. We have a little bit of a movement going on in the chat. # release the leaderboard, which I love.
I love it.
Everybody wants to know, where am I ranked? So
bookmark that page.
We will release the leaderboard. You have spoken. We have heard.
There you go.
And we've actually talked about, we might just leave it open, because one thing we know about Farmcraft, we did just announce the winners of this season, but some of you are still going to be playing Farmcraft. We know that. And some of the teachers are going to continue using this into the new semester. And you may want to see where you land on the leaderboard.
There you go. Your leaderboard activism has paid off.
It has, exactly. The people have spoken and NASEF has heard. So I'm really excited to introduce one last guest today. Joining us now, we have from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Daniel Whitley. Thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to the celebration of Farmcraft 2024. It's great to have you here.
No, listen, it's great to be here. Can you all hear me okay?
Perfectly.
Yeah, beautifully.
Now, let me start by saying I have two sons, one that is 19 and one that is 15. And if they knew I had anything to do with Minecraft, I would lose all credibility after all the times I say, hey, it's too late, go to bed, y'all get off that game. So to find out that I'm professionally associated with it, I'm going to be in trouble at home. But this is a great initiative, and I just want to say thanks to everyone for tuning into the stream today, and congratulations to this season's winners and all of our participants. Again, I'm Daniel Whitley, administrator of the Foreign Agricultural Service here at USDA, and my job is to just expand the global footprint for American agriculture. When it comes to production agriculture, we punch well above our weight. For a population of roughly 380 million people, we produce enough food to feed about 1 billion. And if we don't, if we're not successful in exporting our products and showcasing these wonderful, nutritious, reliable American food and agriculture products around the world, people go hungry, people starve. So I think I have one of the best jobs in the world in being able to feed people near and far. There's nothing more rewarding than feeding a hungry person. And we know we've got a lot of macroeconomic challenges ahead of us, as population projections are at about 10 billion people. By the year 2050, a fourth of that population will be in Africa. We know we're going to see over 300 million households that are middle class around the world. And that adds up to a lot of people to feed. And it's important that we understand the efficient use of our resources, from the land and fertilizer to taking care of the soil, to acknowledging the impacts of climate change, coming up with solutions, making sure agriculture is on the problem solving in the equation, not as part of creating problems of the equation. And I think we're well poised to do that. I think new technologies will play a very, very important role in how we feed food demand globally. A lot of times we like to talk about science, technology, and innovation, and I'm a huge proponent of incorporating science, technology, and innovation. And it's not just in American agriculture, but it's for all participants who produce food, fiber, and fuel for the planet. And listen, I'm fortunate enough to have traveled a lot of different places, to see a lot of different things. There's no new land that's going to come into production that's going to help us solve the challenges that are ahead of us. It's going to have to be science, technology, and innovation. Okay. There's no way around understanding the efficacies and the safety of the science community and what they've come up with, seed technology, the precision we've mastered in production agriculture. These are all part of the solutions. And so advancements like this will only strengthen, enhance, but more importantly, educate more people. I think that's one of the big gaps we have in this social science of agriculture. We've got so many people to educate because they take it for granted that, food just appears on the shelf. They go in the grocery store, buy food, go through the drive-through, buy a meal, and they just think it magically appears. And I think we've got a huge opportunity to educate folks on the farmers, to educate people on the science, to educate people on the technology that makes those boxes of cereal available on the shelf, that makes that milk available in the refrigeration. So I'm a big fan, and I'm glad to support a program like NASEF Farmcraft, which is going to get young people excited. One of the macro economic trends we follow is population ages. And, a lot of the mature economies, United States, Europe, Canada, we're getting older. And the young people are in position to now take over. And so it's on us old folks to make sure they're educated and in position to understand what's at stake, but also in position to execute and make sure that that they can lead the planet and lead the world to where it needs to be. So we're super duper excited, and I'm proud to partner with NASEF in this effort. We want all of you to be invited to our summer programming. There'll be a couple of new challenges. One will be to look at sort of the design principles to build a scale model of local markets in Minecraft with a focus on sources and information of local food supplies. And I can tell you that Secretary Vilsack and this administration are huge proponents of local food supplies. There are a lot of USDA programs and a lot of activities and efforts that will help consumers understand the benefits of buying locally, supporting local farmers, having access to fresh produce, having access to nutritious foods, being able to balance a meal while also being able to do it in a community environment with your neighbors and your friends. I try and visit a farmer's market every single weekend. So these are something that are critical, and hopefully this challenge will be extremely interesting. And the second challenge will, of course, be to build a farming video game using some of the Minecraft coding techniques and challenges that are being taught and you will learn. So we're super duper excited about this effort. I'm extremely pleased. I get to go home and tell my sons that I talked with some of the creators and the leaders of the game Minecraft.
You're getting elevated to rock star status now.
Right. So I'm sure I won't be able to invoke any curfew tonight. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. But it's been a blast. We appreciate it. And you certainly got a partner in me and FAS and USDA. So thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your comments and just the way that you underscore exactly what we did this year in Farmcraft. That focus on innovation and technology is woven all throughout. So we'll make sure you have the link, nasef.org/farmcraft, and you can get your kids to play Farmcraft and let you know what they think. We'd be interested to hear. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
To everyone who is here, what a fantastic year this has been. We're so glad to have you, and we can't wait. We have summer Farmcraft. We don't even have to say goodbye. We just say, see you this summer. So make sure that you visit your favorite website at this point, I'm sure, nasef.org/farmcraft. And for now, we are signing off from Farmcraft 2024.
Great work, everyone.
Amazing.
Congratulations,
everyone. So weird to hear it, but yes.
Really fun.
Love it.
So good to have you.